Hey y'all, welcome back to Sipping Tea with the Max. It's your girl Melissa.
And I'm Crystal. And today's show, we're going to talk about things that we would tell our younger selves. So, this is going to be a good one. And just sit back and tune in with us. So, Melissa, why don't you go first? Like, tell me what are some of the things that you would tell your younger self?
Okay, I feel like mines are pretty much tailored to like me being around the age of like 18. So I would say just around that time frame, that's a lot of the, I guess, advice. That's a lot of what my advice is focused on.
Mhm.
I am 25 right now. I just turned 25, period. Happy late birthday to me.
Well, okay,
But
okay.
But okay, on a serious note, the first topic that I have is to I wish I would have told myself to be myself and don't care what anybody thinks. And I feel like back when I was around, that age or just say in high school or whatever, I feel like I really cared what people think. I was like, oh, I don't want to do this because what if people say this? Or I don't want to sign up for this program because what if people say that? And it's just like me looking back on it, it's like, why did I care? It's like, who knows where I could have been now in life or what I would have done differently or what my passion could have been if I simply just, signed up for that dance class like I wanted, or if I simply played a sport that I wanted. Or, it just could have really been anything. It just could be anything out the norm. But
Okay, can I stop you right quick? So,
uh
what is something that, like a sport that you feel like you would have kind of played
well,
or
I
activity?
I think I played the sports that I wanted to, but it was more so that I could have played them longer and got better at them. It's just that I feel like when we're in school, we kind of focus on what our friends are doing and, doesn't make sense that way. And I think that's kind of what my focus was on. It was nobody around me doing the same thing that I was doing. So I wasn't as motivated as I could have been or I wanted to. But I feel
Mhm.
like me looking back on it now, for instance, I wish I would have played volleyball longer. I wish I would have played basketball longer. And I remember me and you, we had started like playing tennis. I think I was still in school when we was playing it for fun. But it's like I would have wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's just stuff like that that I wish I really took more serious. And, you know, I didn't have that whole, I want a friend to do it with me mindset.
I do remember hearing that a lot. I do
From
remember
what?
hearing that. You saying, I would suggest things, you'd be like, oh, but I want a friend to do it with me. And I'd be like, what do I think? You're like, oh, I want a friend to do it with me. And I'm like, if it's something you really want to do, you don't have to wait for a friend. And I remember you, really being adamant about you wanted a friend to do it with you.
Yeah, I do think that's true. And you want to know what's crazy with me being pretty much like an only child or growing up an only child? I don't know why I needed a friend because that I feel like those two don't even go together. I feel like I should be used to doing stuff by myself, and the way I am now, I do stuff by myself. For instance, I like go out to dinner by myself, and like friends I've had in the past, they'll be like, "Who did you go with?" I'll be like, "What are you talking about? I went by myself." They'll be like, you go eat by yourself? Like they be genuinely shocked that I go and do stuff by myself. And I'm really put my headphones in, watch my favorite show, or get on TikTok, be in my own world type of person now. So I wish I had that mindset back then.
Well, okay. Okay. And it's good that you have it now. So it's not keeping you from doing anything now.
Yes, yes, that is true. So that's definitely something I would tell myself, or I wish I would have done differently. So, to my next topic, I would definitely say, always listen to your intuition. I feel like I didn't know much about this back then, and I definitely didn't understand the importance of it, but it's quite literally your body telling you messages, your body communicating with you, your body talking to you. It's like how like you get that feeling where you're somewhere before something happens. That's just what that is. That's your body feeling it before it happens. And I just feel like there's a lot of opportunities that I ignored mine and I wasn't fully educated on it. And it's just something I think I could have done a lot of things differently if I knew about it and I knew how to truly listen to my body. So just now, I feel like I know how it feels like when my body is talking to me. I know how it feels when I get that feeling without an explanation or not. If I feel like I need to leave, then I need to leave, and that's just that. You don't need to see what's the aftermath of it because it just be a very big consequence of you not listening to your body. And so I just think that's something really important. It's something that I feel like a lot of people still don't pay attention to this day, and I feel like I kind of got an upper hand in it just because you know, I'm able to listen to it and I'm able to understand.
Okay. That's a very good one. Very, very good one.
Okay, and then I do have one more. And my last one would be not everything that feels intense is love. And let me just do a little explaining on that. So,
Yes, please do.
so I do think, dating and just things are a lot different than they were when I was around that age. I feel like back then I was in a lot of relationships. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I was in long-term relationships back then. They were pretty long to me, at least. So I don't think it necessarily applied in that matter. Thankfully, I didn't have to, deal with this back then. But it's more so of just because it feels intense initially, don't mean that y'all have chemistry. Just because it could really be that they're love bombing you and it's just them trying to fast track intimacy. It's like things are very different these days, and you really have to pay attention to people's patterns. Is what they're saying matching their actions? Are they wearing a mask when they meet you? Are they performative? It's just that a lot of people could fake a connection, so I just honestly feel like it's really important to pay attention to, just to avoid bigger things down the line or staying in something too long based off of potential.
Yes, I think that's something I definitely would also agree with for telling my younger self. Yes. Uh,
Okay, yes.
So did you have some more or what?
No, those are my three. I feel like those are some things that I would definitely tell myself and which I knew when I was younger that I've learned now that I am 25.
Okay. Yeah, those are very good. And oddly enough, mine's sound similar to yours. At least a couple, maybe like one of them I know for sure. Sounds similar to yours. So like my first one, I would say that um oh, I think you said you call it intuition. I would say my inner voice. So find a way to listen to my inner voice. Um because I felt like I was listening to a lot of I was doing what was expected of me. I was doing things that didn't necessarily align with me. I was doing things that I had trained myself to connect with, but just looking back now, I know it was more of me just trying to do what I was supposed to do instead of what I wanted to do. I think I didn't realize the difference in things I wanted to do versus things I was supposed to do until I was probably like in my 30s. So that was like a real eye opener for me.
I,
Um,
I think that's a really good one, actually.
yes. Also another one would be to like make sure I experience life to the fullest, jump in head first, but do it with caution. So like skydive, but with a parachute life. That's what I wish I would have done with like told myself or could have found a way to do that in life. Like do the most, ex just know I have to experience life. Um, also find a way to travel. To me, that goes into like find a way to experience life. So that means like, traveling, whether that also includes not focusing on, which kind of goes into the previous one, not focusing on things that other people want me to do. Like, don't worry about what I major in, meaning that I was told I was supposed to major in something specific. And really, that's not what I should have been majoring in, but it's more of like, this is what I was told I was supposed to do. So that's why I majored in what I majored. I also feel like, I was making marriage a priority. So like, instead of me trying to get to know someone and dating, I am worried about marriage. Like, I'm not even worried about like becoming, I am worried about becoming the best person version of myself, but in a way of how can I be the best version of myself for my husband? Not how could I be the best version of myself for myself. You know, yeah, and it's just like I don't want to disappoint other people. I don't want to uh I don't want to go in life and then feel like I'm not, I'm messing up or I'm getting in trouble when at that point at 18, those are things that I should not have been worrying about. I should have been worried about what do I want for myself. I think that in that category, it also goes with, I feel like I should have found a mentor. I wish I would have like found a mentor, someone who could like help me figure out myself, because I feel like that is a main point that I should have been able to like uh do, and I don't think I was in the environment to do that for myself or to even find a mentor. I feel like I would have needed to find a mentor probably at school. Like one of my teachers who was open-minded about life and who I connected with. I feel like I wish I would have reached out to them more and used them as someone to help me build the life I want. So I could have made a plan, so I could have not just go with the flow, but also figure out like what is it that I specifically wanted. Um,
I wanted, am I able to add something really quick?
yeah.
I think that was really good that you said that, and I just wanted to add, just in case y'all may not have a teacher around. This could also include older family members, friends that you meet at work, or maybe older women that you meet at work. Just because once we start working and stuff, it's a mixed environment, and you can meet people of all ages. They could be quite literally anywhere when you're looking for a mentor. But I agree. I think that's something really good to have.
So let's say, although it's not yours, let's say you w would have wanted a mentor at 18. What do you think, or where do you think you could have found a mentor based on your situation?
Where I was, that's what I'm saying. I think this only kind of doesn't apply to me because of where I was in the environment that I was in. I don't think I had many of those available.
But no,
So,
well, I mean, I mean, to take from, it could be someone in the state that we lived in, or it could be someone in the city that we were in, it could be someone from the high school that you were at, it could be someone from a different area that you were at, like it could be someone from a previous job during that time. Like, do you still feel like there was no one based on all those different areas?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Me literally thinking about all that, I don't truly think that it was the last person that I feel like I remember. It was a teacher, but she was my middle school teacher, and I didn't really keep in contact with her, let alone tell her how much she like helped me, and she didn't know it. Like we didn't stay in contact like that. And in high school, I definitely didn't have that because of the the high school that I went to it was extremely diverse, and I feel like most likely just with me being a younger black woman at the time, it will probably need to be a black woman that's going to be mentoring me, or somebody who has similar experiences to me. That's just what I think, and I don't think that was available because where we were was really diverse.
Yes, I agree. So if I think about like my high school, I don't think there was anyone. Well, you know what? There may have been one person, but I don't know if I could have, I don't know how much she would have been able to help me. Yeah. So
I
yeah,
mean, I
go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, I do think, now since I am, a little bit older and the opportunities that I had now, I do think there's people like I met at work or like random friends that I ran into and we ended up talking and stuff like that. They did help me. So it may not even be a person that's older than you. It could literally be somebody just a couple years older than you and y'all are friends. So I will say that I feel like that happened later on down the line.
Okay. Yes, I do agree. I think yours are based on like specifics. Well, not, well, I think maybe one of yours like specific situations. I don't know if I have any specifics that I would actually it is exactly what you told yourself about like, dating and relationships. That's something I would tell my younger self too. So, that's it for me. I don't have anything else. Do you?
Um, Let me see if I have anything else. This is like just a little bonus one that I have that I feel like we could talk about a little bit. It's don't let anyone move into your home. I know like, you could want to help out your friend or maybe you're like staying with the partner, but honestly, I feel like when you're that young, you don't need that. I feel like I really truly started to get the ick with like staying with people and living around people, but I will make sure that I add that it was because I grew up an only child. So I think that had a lot to do with it. But it was just now thinking back on it, I was like, I really don't like people in my space like that. So it's just try to, live on your own, try to do what you want, see what you like, see what you don't like, just so when those opportunities present itself, you know exactly how to move and what to do in those situations. And just don't let people um bring you down from something you built yourself up to. So, don't be helping people like you're helping yourself. You're young, you're learning life. Now is not the time to be trying to, help this person that had told you a sob story. So that's definitely just something I wanted to add as a little bonus.
Yes, and that reminds me of something I was going to go into as well. And it's kind of like what I was saying, like when you say you have built up things for yourself, I would tell myself to focus on my happiness. And it's kind of like what I was saying in the beginning. Focus on my happiness and not necessarily about making someone else comfortable.
Hmm.
So yes, like if like you said, if I've built myself up or if I have my own dreams, if I have my own goals, if I have my own journey that I'm willing to take, don't let what other people think or what other people want for me from their point of view. Don't let that hinder me from my path. So if I want to go left and this other person think I should go right and they're giving me all the reasons why I should go right, that doesn't mean I should go right. Like I want to go left for a reason. Like there's something specific that's for me under left. Like it doesn't matter how many points this person is telling me or how many things they're telling me that all the benefits that I would get of going this way. Um, I feel like I should just listen to myself in those moments.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you're calling to go left.
Yep.
That's that makes sense.
Yep. So yeah, so that's all for me.
Yes, that was all for me as well. Thank y'all so much for listening in back to our first episode. And we will see and talk to y'all next time.
Thank you for being here sipping tea with the Mac.